Christmas came early for Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba. The company set a record 38 billion US dollars. That's about 1.9 trillion pesos in Monday's annual Singles Day online shopping bonanza in China. Here in the country, many Filipinos also took advantage of discounts offered by different shopping sites. And we have here with us this morning Carlos Barrera. He is the Chief Operations Manager of Lazada Philippines. Lazada, of course, is a subsidiary of the Alibaba Group. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. Good morning.
All right. So, Carlos, 11/11 was something that originated in China. And with the numbers we're seeing, it's huge over there. But how big was it here in the Philippines? How busy were you guys the other day?
We're still busy, actually. It was really, really big. Just to give you an idea, around the 6 countries where Lazada Group operates, we did more than 3 million orders just in the first hour. So both Alibaba, but also Lazada and Lazada Philippines broke all records. It's also very interesting for us to see how the event is evolving. So as you mentioned, it's an Alibaba trademark, started in Alibaba China 11 years ago, and today is becoming a household brand. We see this also even going offline. Entire sets of brands and retailers in the Philippines really excited taking part of this event with us.
Okay, so what are the most common items bought and what's the price range, that sweet spot that people are willing to dish out for something online?
Well, so we had over 11 million items on a deal. So the range is quite wide. But what we see, especially for our market, which is generally very young, mostly female, but we still have quite a lot of male electronic categories, we see that there are around 3 main sets. No? So first, you have the daily essentials, so FMCG, diapers, personal care, beauty, things that people kind of buy frequently. And those are, here affordability is important. No? People like to buy it and stock up on a deal. So let's say below 999 pesos. Then we have this type of brand exclusive items. So let's say exclusive phones, exclusive launches of TVs, or even some premium makeup, premium FMCG items, some fashion brands. Here, price is less of a concern. It's more about the discount and how exclusive it is. So we even had some items selling at over 30,000 peso. But really, really exclusive editions. No? And lastly, we have basics, so mostly fashion basics or even some general merchandise, home items, where people really want to get basic items at the best price of the year. This is our commitment for 11/11.
All right. Well, obviously, the attraction for shoppers is the convenience. I mean, if anybody is taking advantage of the traffic, it's you guys, right? It's people. It's hard for people to go out and shop. So if they can do so online, good for them. But what do we know about the people buying? Who are they? What categories do they fall into? What's their basic income range?
Well, so e-commerce in the Philippines is still relatively small, but it's growing very fast. So today, I would say we almost have a sample of pretty much everyone. Still mostly urban customer, but very spread across the Philippines, and we also reach every single island, all the provinces. Mostly young customer, but what we see in general is very online savvy. We're actually very happy to see how the e-commerce is developing, and these customers really expect more. So we're talking about people that are already demanding different options. And this is why we launch a lot of technologies to make them a bit more engaged and to reward them with exclusive things that are more entertaining, more interesting. So we just launched a Magic Mirror, which is a partnership with L'Oreal, where they can try their makeup and their lipstick from augmented reality, virtual reality. We are continuing improving things like image scan, so they can take a picture of their item and automatically find it on Lazada. They are really online savvy customers in general.
Right. Now, you're talking about how it has grown. It is still small, but it's still growing. Based on the trends that we're seeing, what kind of growth are you anticipating? How is it going to look 5 years from now?
Well, so e-commerce in the Philippines is still about 2% of the retail volume. So we've gone a long way, definitely, especially in the last 2-3 years. The trend keeps accelerating, but we expect this to maintain. In fact, we see that Philippines is one of the main potential markets because, of course, there's a very strong customer demand. The growth is really fast. Lots of young people ordering, getting really familiar with online, and particularly with traffic, it's so convenient and much seamless. No? So we expect the trend to maintain, and we will continue getting additional share of e-commerce, getting closer to other markets in the region.
Okay, what are your projections for the holiday season? You guys are just getting started. You had 11/11, there's still 12/12, and then the rest of the Christmas season.
So we have very ambitious targets. In fact, as you mentioned, this is a month-long campaign. The 11/11 after party is still ongoing. So we are extending most of our brand and seller deals until Friday, just in time for payday, so customers can avail of it. But then we will have certain promotions, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and definitely a really big 12/12 to close this month, so people can anticipate all their Christmas buying, and having a main campaign on 12/12 where they can buy everything, get it in time for Christmas.
All right, you guys are going to be busy. Before I let you go, the most useful shopping tips when shopping on Lazada.
So this is a question we get quite frequently, and I always want everyone to try a few things. First, compare. It's very important to use your search function so you can see different prices for different stores. Second, add to cart. It's good to plan your purchase in advance and add to cart early on because we have limited stocks, especially on days like 11/11 where there's so much attention. We had a super show where millions of people were watching on our app. Some of the items get sold out very fast. And lastly, very important to follow your stores, understand the seller rating, really look at the reviews, make sure that what you're buying is the best possible item using our last mall functionality, official stores, authentic sellers, or even if it's not a last mall seller, always check the seller rating, seller performance.
All right. So what was it? Compare, add to cart, and ratings. Read the reviews. All right. Good advice there. Thank you so much. And congrats to Alibaba and Lazada. Thank you, Carlos Barrera. He is the COO of Lazada Philippines.